Now, finally, strategic options. Two of them Tom read that he'll put them before you, but they're really much like all other available options, which say, in effect, do something, but somehow get out at some point. Now, later, soon, after soon. None of them say, stay there, stay the course, wait until we, quote, win. Well, to win, you have to know what your objectives are, right? And the objectives have changed from weapons of mass destruction and Al-Qaeda to war on terrorism, to defeating insurgents, to coping with civil war, to what? The President the other day still spoke of success and victory and winning, but really our objectives have been redefined by him to a stable regime in Iraq which is able to govern, able to defend itself, able to sustain itself. That is not a thing to, hammer and marble on a monument for your war aims to spread democracy around the world, but, if it worked, great. So with that in mind, what options? I'll just run through them and turn over to Charlie. The major official option was to win with a light footprint, military footprint. That didn't work. Win what? Undefined, but that didn't work. Stand up the Iraqis so that the Americans could stand down was the mantra for the last 2 years. It didn't work because I think we sent our lesser military personnel to train. The Iraqis didn't stand up. When the same thing was tried last summer, it was about to be tried, the surge, 3 of the promised Iraqi battalions of brigades never showed up in Iraq. Some of us believe deeply that you had to send the best troops and people who would guarantee promotion rather than deny it, which was the case before. You had to lead a battlefield group to get promoted. Go and train some troops. That's not a promotional item. That's very important in the military. So we're going to do that now. Is it too late? That's my question. Empower the Iraqi government, but the Iraqi government is a branch of Shia Islam now, as far as I can see. It talks unity, but I don't think it can afford to do unity because it's so reliant on Muqtada al-Sadr, who tried to kill us all in Iraq, and his militia, which now have between 60,000 and 90,000 troops. So, empower the Iraqi government, and there's another tap dance going on between the President of the United States and the Prime Minister of Iraq. You first, no you, no you, no you, you're going to be in charge. Oh, well, I'm going to be in charge, but you're really going to be in charge. And it's really quite, what am I trying to say? It's not nice to watch. Neither trusts the other. He's our guy, we're his guy, but we have very divergent interests, it seems to me, at this point. Yesterday, the President defined the options as slow failure, expedited failure, or success. It reminds me of the old thing about, staff people in Washington saying, Mr. President, you have 3 options. Total war, surrender, or what I'm about to propose. And there are going to be new centers in Baghdad, and there are going to be new reconstruction teams added throughout Iraq, where, by the way, there are some successes elsewhere in Iraq. The media does not always play them. The White House is right about that. But they are so overwhelmed by the failures. But these things are going to be started up now. I hope Charlie will tell us what sort of aid programs and others can accomplish in a situation like this. And John McCain is running for president. Escalation till victory, 100,000 troops. But John Murtha, on the Democratic side, just declare, wouldn't be victory, declare that you're going home and go home. Remember in Vietnam, Senator or whoever said, declare victory and go home, quick. And maybe that was closer to victory.